Hey guys, it's Brandon with Investment Joy, and you guys have been asking for a boring spreadsheet video where I show you the profit and loss statement from one of my businesses. And today we're going to go over the profit and loss statement for 2019 for the laundromat, and then we're going to compare it to my channel traffic for YouTube and see which was the better investment. Brandon pulling the phone out of his pocket once in a while and recording quarter collections at the laundromat, or running a laundromat with 2 rentals upstairs. So before we do that, I'll click on this. This is the actual cash flow statement. I use a management piece of software called AppFolio. My entire rental business runs off of it. And we throw those numbers into AppFolio for the laundromat along with the rentals. It's just so much easier for me than using everything separate. I used to use QuickBooks. I started off using Excel, then I transitioned to QuickBooks. QuickBooks worked for a while, and then I transitioned to AppFolio. And AppFolio just gives me this ability to run a enterprise level real estate company. I've met people that have 20,000 rentals and they use AppFolio. So Brandon at 140 rentals, it kind of makes sense. So we'll go line by line and talk about the profit and loss for the laundromat. Line number 1 is the rent income. There are 2 apartments upstairs, and it was recommended to me a while back that I segment the laundromat rental and rental income to charge the laundromat $500 a month. That if I go to a laundromat finance company, that it will ultimately benefit me. So we didn't do that for the first 2 or 3 months. After a couple months, we did. The apartments upstairs pay me $600 a piece, so it's $1,200 per month. These numbers are since July 2019, with the laundromat income only being halfway to the end of July. That's when I opened up the laundromat, started shooting most of my laundromat content. So since that time period, we made $11,449 in rental income. Once again, that's about maybe $3,500 in laundromat income. So there's our rental income. It's the reason I like these laundromats. I buy the real estate with them, so God forbid the laundromat goes under, I still have apartments that will carry the property. That's just how they are. Under that is our concession income. Concession income is from the snack machines. I do my best to try and segment the money so that I know where the money comes in and goes. So our concessions, that includes soap too, was $2,051.10, or as far as the revenue goes, it was 10%. Washer and dryer income was 32.31% at $6,443. I had a laundry company come in and do research determining what amount of money that I should be making off this laundromat per month, and they came at I should be making $10,000 in revenue. And on the $10,000 in revenue, less than $500 a month would be coming in on concessions. This concession number, I've only broken it out for about 5 months now, so I'm making $400 on concessions. So as a percentage of sales, my concession numbers are fantastic. This does not include the coin pusher at all. The coin pusher that last year made theoretically about $1,500 to $2,000. It doesn't show up on my cash flow statements. I know what you're going to say. Oh, Brandon, you're ripping off the IRS. That's not what I do. I take 100% of the quarters from the coin pusher and I put them right back in my dollar to quarter exchanger. That way I don't have to run to the bank and withdraw money, which I hate to do. I promise you guys, it is not fun to go to the bank and ask for $500 in quarter rolls and then stand there and open up 25 or whatever quarter rolls. It's so boring. I hate it, and my thumbs hurt after it, so I don't like to do that. So I like to try and keep quarters in the machine. So that brings our total operating income to $19,943.13. So that makes up 100% of the selected period. Advertising and concession expenses. Advertising, I have no clue what I did for that. Maybe promotionals. I don't even know where that was from. I can go into AppFolio and I can see exactly what that check was written for. Concession expenses, that's essentially purely going down to Sam's Club and I buy pop and or some of you would call it soda, some of you would call it Coke or a drink, a soft drink. That's me going down to Sam's Club and buying food and drinks. General maintenance and labor. This is ongoing repairs. My brother, him coming in and fixing crap and materials that he's had to buy. So I spent $1,600 on that. General cleaning and maintenance. That's like extra stuff that I've either paid my cousin to do some extra work cleaning up the bathroom and commode where somebody had a bit of an issue with their gastrointestinal tract and caused some problems, so I paid a little extra on that. Property insurance is $1,842.32 for the 6-month period. A large portion of that isn't the structure, it's boiler insurance because boilers can explode. I know that shocks you guys, but that's a thing. And the state of Ohio has very specific requirements for that. Management fees, I have no clue what this is, and it's negative, so it's a credit. So we're just going to pretend that doesn't even exist. Mortgage interest and interest and principal. I pay $537 a month or so on my mortgage to the guy that formerly owned the property. We have a purchase money mortgage where I put $15,000 down as a down payment, and I am making payments to him for $537 a month, and this is what I have paid back on my principal. That goes back towards equity in the property. The interest is what I'll never find ever again, and I cry every day about it. Repairs, I spent $343.42 on doing floors. Technically, I think this is one of my Capex expenses. I had somebody come in and they resealed the floors with epoxy to try and get down dust levels, that old crappy black tile. Then we spent other money on repairs. I think that was for apartments upstairs. I don't know. So total repairs, those are just kind of like the flooring might be a Capex type deal. By Capex, I mean capital expenditure, a long-term investment in the property. The IRS says if you do repairs on your property, you can take 100% of that money off of your taxes. If you spend money on a capital repair, which is a long-term investment in the property, you can't take 100% of that off immediately when you put it in. You have to depreciate it over the course of 5 years, 10 years, 27.5. I think this would qualify as a 40 year since it's a commercial, but that's another day in story. I don't know how many of you have messaged about utilities. You say you have messaged me. I don't know how many messages I've had that Brandon makes no money off the laundromat whatsoever because all my money goes on water. It's over a 6-month period. My water bill is $1,879 over all those months. I spend maybe $350 a month on water. Water's cheap around here. If I get new equipment, this would easily be half. It may be even 1/3. I use old, inefficient washers on my equipment. They suck as far as water consumption goes. If you're in California or a state that has large water control issues, this number could easily be 10 times more. But in the state of Ohio, we have lots of water. Water's cheap, so when we do get new equipment for the laundromat, that number should be half. This also includes the water that's used by my tenants upstairs because I pay for all their utilities for better or worse. The big thing here was electricity. I want to say that about half of that number is for the tenants. The other half is for the laundromat. I am going to get energy saving lighting. I think that I could decrease my energy cost by about $75 to $100 a month. We have the lighting. We have the motion control sensors. I just haven't had them put in because we have a trailer park I'm trying to get fixed because I want it that way. I'm holding this microphone so you can actually see that I have a nice microphone. A lot of you guys ask what kind of microphone I use. I use a Blue Yeti, and I wanted to show it off instead of the extension cord that's over my head. I want to draw attention to my microphone and not the extension cord here. So there you go. Security service, that's a Capex expense. I use a Lorex 4K system. It's totally amazing. Then I have $570. That's extra appliance repair, things like that, equipment, tools. That was money that we spent on extra washers, those 3 nicer front load equipment, 3 front load washers. I spent $4,000 on those, and I spent $1,800. I think, yeah, $1,800-ish on new vending machines. I've got a totally awesome vending machine in the back. I just haven't brought it out yet and got it set up because I need to get new keys for it. And they spent $12,741 on remodeling the location. These are all Capex deals, which means they were long-term investments in the property. They were not repairs or ongoing costs. They're one-offs. So when we come down here, the total operating cost was $36,571.54, which, if depending on which CPA is reading this, because I get CPAs giving me conflicting advice. Net operating income, which to me, I mean, that's this is cash flow. This isn't NOI, this is cash flow. For 2019 was a loss of $16,628.41. But what I did was I took my Capex. These are long-term expenses that I should only have to spend once every blue moon. And I took that and added it back in, where I have a princely sum of $2,482.78. Now here's the thing. I forgot to make a deposit in 2019 and instead deferred it to 2020. Not for a tax benefit. I forgot to deposit it of another $1,500. So realistically, this should be $4,000 ish that I made off my wonderful laundromat with that I shoot all these YouTube videos on. But then I added back in principal curtailment. If we go up here, I paid $991 in principal curtailment for the laundromat to bring me up to $3,574. So that brings my total income, total expense, and then negative 16,000 cash flow. See, this is cash flow. They figured it up right. Net income. See, my NOI really shouldn't even include the mortgage because not all businesses require mortgage. It's just I have one here. Cash flow's right. My NOI screwed up. So, but you look at this should be my profit, I guess. So however you want to cut the numbers on this kind of report, that's what it is. That's all the gore. So we're going to go over to my YouTube income for the year. So here's my Don't Sue Me Bro screen. This doesn't have any confidential information that I think. The only thing I think that YouTube doesn't want me to show you is my reach. And that gives you some more like really drilled down numbers on terms of where did my money come from, or like I think that it would help if you had a whole bunch of reach screens and engagement screens. You could reverse engineer the algorithm in a way that you could game the system. And YouTube, the algorithm, is very much concerned with providing high quality content. God forbid a Google-owned entity wants to provide you high quality entertainment. I know it's awful. My phone just went off. The Google search assistant is really concerned that I have asked it a question. So I'm going to turn it off. Darn Google. Anyway, this is my revenue for the month of December. We haven't showed this screen on my other videos, but I made $8,042. They haven't sent me that money yet, but it's going to come in soon. I had 1.5 million views for a watch time of 143,000 hours, not watches. And I gained 12K subscribers. My December sucked. It's crazy. My December sucked, and it's because the algorithm did not bless me nearly as much as it did in October or November. So we're going to go here, and we're going to look at my 2019 income. I'm not going to show you my 2020 income. My 2020 income's already up. The algorithm is being much nicer to me. So I made $42,820 off of YouTube. So let's keep that number here. 42,820. 92. That's how much revenue I made. We're going to go back to my cash flow statement, and we're going to look at, this is what the laundromat made, and we're going to type in YouTube here. I can't even spell. I'm as bad as Medards. All right, there's my YouTube, and my YouTube income was $42,820 compared to my laundromat income of $3,474. Now, this is after all these expenses. So I know I had some expenses for YouTube. I bought a $1,000 cell phone, and I haven't bought anything else for my YouTube income because I'm a cheapskate, and I really, really had a hard time even spending $1,000 on that freaking phone. But it has the nice widescreen, and when Meet Kevin came to Ohio, although I call him Met Kevin since I met him, I don't have to meet him, I met him. He had a really awesome, amazing iPhone set. Oh yeah, I bought an $89 stabilizer. So my, let's say, cash flow or NOI is let's see, I'm really good at Excel. I'm as good, I don't even have to take my shoes off for this. Minus D D55 minus D56. And we're going to come up with how much money I made off YouTube after expenses. $41,732.92. Compared to my laundromats, which made less than 1/10 of that. So did the laundromat beat out YouTube? No, it did not. But I would have never had the opportunity on YouTube if I didn't have the laundromat. And really, guys, let's be honest about it. You wouldn't watch my content. You would never care about it unless I had the laundromat, because before the laundromat, my YouTube channel sucked and no one watched it. I even had a wonderful video of a train station that I bought, and you guys didn't care about it. But when the Google algorithm blessed me, then all of a sudden my laundromat videos do well, and I've been afforded this wonderful opportunity. So this wouldn't exist without this. I will give you guys an update I will be doing some information. I want to disclose to you guys my influencer content from our revenue from Webull and the Ridge Wallet. I actually didn't get payment on those influencer programs till January. I've received payment for both those. So when I go over my profit and loss statement for January, what it's like running my real estate operation, all the things like that, I'll tell you guys how much Ridge and Webull paid me, because I think it's one of those things you guys should know, whether whether you should trust my advice or not. Because watching my videos, some of you think that I haven't made any money on the laundromat, and others of you think I make all the money in the world. And I don't want you guys to go out and get a laundromat investment based freaking on you thinking I'm either rich or poor. This is real life right here, and I should make 10 times more than that in 2020 just on the laundromat if I do my job. Easy 10 times that. But whether I do my job or not, it remains to be seen, because now I've got all this income coming in, and I should make in 2020 at least $250K off YouTube before my influencer checks come in, my influencer money. I've had some people tell me that I should make 5 times influencer money than compared to YouTube. And this is a multi-million-dollar firm I talked to, and they said I should make 10 times the amount I make off of YouTube ads if I find a product to sell. We're going to come out with merch here soon. I have no interest in selling you t-shirts with pictures of spoons on them, but we've got a fun contest we're going to be doing here very soon where you guys come up with the merch and you make the money off the merch, and I promote it, and I just get a little check. And you guys keep the royalty payments. So that'll be something we talk about. Join me on Discord. We'll talk about money and making friends for life on Discord. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I truly appreciate every single